Thank you so very, very much. New one, a new old one. A new old one. And I'm going to bring this one out. See what you think. This one had them on their feet in Las Vegas. Don't Let Me Down in Manhattan. And this one's called When I Can Find It. But while I'm looking for it, this guy goes to the doctors. A colleague of mine told me about this. He had this guy goes to the doctors for a medical checkup, and the doctor says, look, you've got to stop with the masturbation. You've got to stop that. He says, what? Why? Because I'm trying to conduct a medical examination. True story. For like a lot of people in show business that have stayed the course, that is, I've always looked for immortality in the same way that the late Ian Kilmister tried to do, by the expedience of not dying. And like a lot of people in late show business, I'm in the autumn of my years now, and like a lot of people in show business, I've come into money in two ways: gradually and suddenly. So now I don't know what to do with it. I don't want no sports car, I'm not allowed to drive. So I had to think about, what am I going to spend this dough? So I figured that my wife and I now, we're in the autumn of our years, and we could do with a little help around the house. I guess what I'm trying to say is, what I need is a butler. A butler. And I'll give you an example where a butler might have come. Really what I need a butler for, I'll tell you about that in a minute, but here's where a butler might have come in handy. 2 months ago I was in one Dorchester hotel dishing out, I was at the Men of the Year Awards, the GQ Men of the Year Awards. Don't worry, I wasn't getting one. Don't worry about it. I was dishing one out to my friend Liam Gallagher, Rocker of the Year Award, and I got home late. I don't live very far out of London, but I got home a little late. And my wife keeps different hours to me. She's a carer and has to get up early in the morning, so I don't want to. But you get home, you're in showbiz, you've had a few multicoloured drinks, and you can't go straight to bed. Me, I like to get in and make myself a couple of slices of toast and a cup of tea, watch a few episodes of Chasing Classic Cars on the Quest channel. Big favourite of mine. 2:30 I got in, I turned on the TV, made the toast, and this is where a butler would have come in handy. See, I wouldn't have ever woke the wife up, I ain't tired of living. Shake her awake at 2:30, around the toast. It wouldn't go down well. So I got in, they did everything myself. Then I fell asleep in the second part too of Chasing Classic Cars. They were doing up a frog-eyed Sprite. It's a classic car in England. You wouldn't know anything about it, but I fell asleep in the middle of it. Long story short, there was a rapping on the window. I fell asleep in front of the TV, rapping on the window. I looked out, it's the fucking law. John Law. So, you've got to answer the door, and what is it? He says, I live quite a long way out from any police station. This is why I understand why Americans need guns. I live a long way from a police station. So, knock, 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 it's the police. Thought I'd better see what they want. Answered the door. They said, Clarke? I said, yeah. John Clarke? I said, yeah. John Cooper Clarke? I said, yeah. He said, Dr. John Cooper Clarke? I said, yeah. What is it? He says, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it looks like your wife's been in a terrible car accident. So I said, well, lovely personality. I couldn't believe he'd driven all that way out to have a go at my fucking wife. I thought, haven't you got better things to do? The streets are riddled with knife crime, and you've got all this way to tell me that you have a go at my wife. But all that unpleasantness could have been avoided if I'd have had a butler. I'd have come in, he'd have made me around the toe, I'd have gone to bed, I'd have realised that the wife was still in bed and hadn't been in, you know. All that could have been avoided with the butler. So I was thinking about it very deeply, about getting the butler, and so I think I don't run to the snooty variety. They cost a lot of money, and you know what? They put you down at every fucking opportunity. In fact, if I'd have come in, I've checked it out, if I'd have come in at that time and asked the butler to make me a round of toast or a cup of tea, he would have said something like, your dietary needs are none of my concerns. Something like that, you know. I know for a fact that, you know, they make you feel like a panic at every fucking opportunity. So I thought, go to the other extreme. Now, it's a well-known fact that several chimpanzees have made it in a polite society. They look good in a tuxedo. It's a well-known fact. There's many stories of chimpanzees making it into polite society, in England anyway. One of them, for instance, wrote a successful etiquette book in 1949. His sister-in-law owned a chain of dance academies. So it's a well-known fact that chimpanzees can make it in polite society. So that's what I was thinking. I figured, you know, with a jar of brilliantine, they look good in a tuxedo. I thought with a jar of brilliantine and a bunch of bananas, there's not much those goofy little bastards won't do for. But what I really wanted this guy for is, I want somebody to get up before I do, and that's not a difficult job. I want him to get up before I do and face down the creditors who are inevitably banging on the door. I want him to fob them up with some story like, you know, Dr. Clarke is well aware of his owner's financial responsibilities. However, regrettably, he is in Scotland at the moment. But rest assured, I shall inform him of your anxieties. So I've got this bottle, I've got this chimpanzee bottle, right? So it's going to be up before I am, which means it's going to be in the bathroom before me. Now, when you look at me, you only get one chance to make a first impression, right? You look at me now, what do you ascertain? You ascertain that I'm a guy that goes in for grooming. I don't mean that in any spooky, pederastic sense. I'm a guy that goes into grooming to the extent that I have epilatory regimes that border on the surgical. Right? So I favour the straight razor when it comes to, you know, the big shave, the straight razor. And on the other hand, I can't stand the sight of my own blood. Therefore, I've been practicing on a balloon for the last 17 years. I got it off. And that's my favoured implement for shaving, the straight razor. So that chimpanzee, he's going to be in the bathroom before me. You know how inquisitive the higher primates can be. He's going to see that straight razor, he's going to get a hold of it, and he's going to be thinking things like, I don't know, You don't, what's this? I ain't ever seen this in the People's Democratic Republic of the Congo. What is this? Well, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be in the same house as a chimpanzee with a straight razor. And with that in mind, this poem really, it's a memo to myself, but it's also, pay attention, you could come into some money and get the same ideas. So I figure if I can't be a shining example, at least I can be a horrible warning with this poem. So pay attention here to this one. There's a military saying in England, I don't know what it means, shave off. So that's what this one's called, for obvious reasons. Shave off the horrors of a chimpanzee butler. What would it take to shift you? A bloodstained banana, a Panama tit for a piece of an eyelid attached to a brickbat? I'm not a fan of enforced euthanasia, but somebody taser the chimp with a razor. He'll cut your throat just by acting the go. Please, somebody taser the chimp with the razor. You'll never outrun a guy with a gun. You'll never outlive a man with a shiv. A girl with a rifle is never a trifle. Don't clock the wife of a man with a knife. Don't pull a blade, he may have a grenade. Try not to sneer at a girl with a spear. To be hit with a club will be nothing but trouble. Call that trouble. Don't want to phase you, but somebody taser the chimp with the razor. Don't crank the style of a neighbourly smile and sure and be gone. Now don't be a schnorrer. How are things in old Schlockamora? Okay, now check me tomorrow. Don't put the heat on the man in the street. Don't put the hurt on a treacherous skirt. Your limitless tears could be flowing for years. You may live to regret that preposterous pet. Please, somebody taser the chimp with a razor. You cannot relax with a man with an axe and he's nursing a grudge and he's packing a bludgeon. You wouldn't pull rank on a girl in a tank any more than you'd jump on a man with a pump. Never headbutt a certified nutter with needles and fish hooks encased in his schmutter. A girl with a sword should not be ignored. Somebody taser the chimp with the razor. You better not bitch slap a chap with a switch. It will not wash, carry a cosh. Even then he may have a Sten gun. You don't want to hammer a man with a camera. You would be liable, it's undeniable. Don't try to flannel a man on a camel who needs a scimitar around their perimeter. Don't give a snake an even break. If you see an adder, get up a ladder. Most things in existence are prone to resistance, but not sometimes not. Like this one, for instance, a chimpanzee is not just for Christmas. That centre parting looks quite the business. Drape that ape in your old school blazer. Then somebody taser the chimp with the razor.